I pray thee, good Mercutio, let's retire. The day is hot, the Capulets abroad, and if we meet, we shall not scape a brawl, for now these hot days is the mad blood stirring.
Thou art like one of these fellows, that when he enters the confines of a tavern, claps me his sword upon the table and says, God send me no need of thee, and then by the operation of the second cup, draws it on the drawer, when indeed there is no need.
Am I like such a fellow?
Come, thou art as hot a jack in thy mood as any in Italy, and as soon moved to be moody, and as soon moody to be moved.
And what two?
Nay, and there were two such, we would have none shortly, for one would kill the other. Thou will quarrel with a man because he has a hair more or a hair less in his beard than thou hast. Thou will quarrel with a man for cracking nuts, but for no other reason but that thou hast hazel eyes. What eye but such an eye would spy out such a quarrel? Thy head is as full of quarrels as an egg is full of meat, and yet thy head has been beaten as addled as an egg for quarreling. Thou hast quarreled with a man for coughing in the streets, because he hath awakened thy dog that hath lain asleep in the sun. Didst thou not fall out with thy tailor for wearing his new doublet before Easter, and for another for wearing his new shoes with old ribbon? And yet thou wilt tutor me from quarreling.
And I were so apt to quarrel as thou art, any man could buy the fee simple of my life for an hour and a quarter.
The fee simple? Oh, simple.
By my head, here come the Capulets.
By my heel, I care not.
Gentlemen, good den, a word with one of you.
And but a word? With one of us? Oh, couple it with something. Make it a word and a blow.
You shall find me apt enough to that, sir, and you will give me an occasion.
Could you not take some occasion without giving?
Mercutio, thou consortst with Romeo.
Consort? Dost thou make us minstrels? And thou make minstrels of us look to hear nothing but discords. Here's my fiddlestick, here's that, shall make you dance. Zoom's consort.
We talk here in the public haunt of men. Either withdraw into some private place and reason coldly of your grievances, or else depart. Here all eyes gaze on us.
Men's eyes were made to look, and let them gaze. I will not budge for no man's pleasure eye.
Well, peace be with you, sir. Here comes my man.
Oh, be hanged, sir, if you wear your livery. Marry, go before to field. He'll be your follower. Your worship, in that sense, may call him man.
Romeo, the hate I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason that I have to love thee doth much excuse the appertaining rage to such a greeting. Villain am I none. And so farewell. I see thou knowest me not.
Boy, this shall not excuse the injuries that thou hast done me. Therefore turn and draw.
I do protest I never injured thee, but loved thee better than thou canst devise, till thou shalt know the reason of my love. And so, good Capulet, whose name I tender as dearly as mine own, be satisfied.
Oh, calm, dishonorable, vile submission. Alice Toccata carries it away. Tybalt, you rat catcher, will you walk?
What wouldst thou have with me?
Good king of cats, nothing but one of your 9 lives, that I mean to make bold withal. And as you shall use me hereafter, try beat the rest of the 8. Will you pluck your sword out of his pilcher by the ears? Make haste, lest mine be about your ears ere it be out.
I am for you.
Mercutio, put thy rapier up.
Shh. Come, sir, your passado.
Tybalt and Mercutio fight. Romeo tries to hold Mercutio back. Tybalt stabs Mercutio under Romeo's arm, then flies with his followers.
I am hurt. Plague on both your houses. I'm sped. What, is he gone, and hath nothing?
What art thou hurt?
I, a scratch. 'Tis merry, 'tis enough.
Courage, man, the hurt cannot be much.
No, 'tis not so deep as a well, nor so wide as a church door, but 'twill serve. 'Tis enough. Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a grave man. I am peppered. I wore it for this world. Oh, plague on both your houses! Oh, zoons! A dog, a rat, a mouse, a cat to scratch a man to death, a braggart, a rogue, a villain that fights by the book of arithmetic. Why the devil came you between us? I was hurt under your arm.
I thought all for the best.
Plague on both your houses! They have made worms meat of me. I have it. And soundly, too. Your houses!
This gentleman, the prince's near ally, my very friend, hath got his mortal hurt in my behalf. My reputation stained with Tybalt's slander. Tybalt, that an hour ago hath been my kinsman. O Juliet, thy beauty hath made me effeminate, and in thy temper softened valor's steel.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, brave Mercutio's dead! That gallant spirit hath aspired the cloud that too untimely here did scorn the earth.
This day's dark fate on more days doth depend. This but begins the woe, others must end.
Here comes the furious Tybalt back again.
Alive in triumph, and Mercutio slain. Away to heaven respective lenity and fire-eyed fury be my conduct now. Tybalt, you take that villain back again that late thou gavest me. For Mercutio's soul is but a little way above our heads, staying for thine to keep him company. Either thou, or I, or both must follow him.
Thou, wretched boy that didst consort him here, shalt with him
This
hence.
shall determine that.
Tybalt and Romeo fight. Tybalt falls.
Romeo, away, begone! The citizens are up and Tybalt slain. Stand not amazed, the prince will doom thee death if thou art taken. Hence, begone away!
Oh, I am fortune's fool.
Why dost thou stay?
Where are the vile beginners of this fray?
O noble prince, I can discover all the unlucky manage of this fatal brawl. There lies the man slain by young Romeo that slew thy kinsman, brave Mercutio.
Tybalt, my cousin, oh, my brother's child, oh, prince, oh, cousin, husband, oh, the blood is spilt of my dear kinsman. Prince, as thou art true, for blood of ours shed blood of Montague. Oh, cousin.
Benvolio, who began this fray?
Tybalt, here slain, whom Romeo's hand did slay. Romeo that spoke him fair, bid him bethink how nice the quarrel was, and urged withal your high displeasure. All this uttered with gentle look, calm breath, knees humbly bowed, could not take truce with the unruly spleen of Tybalt, deaf to peace, but that he tilts with piercing steel at bold Mercutio's breast, who, all is hot, turns deadly point to point, and with a martial scorn with one hand beats cold death aside, and with the other sends it back to Tybalt, whose dexterity retorts it. Romeo, he cries aloud, hold friends, friends part! And swifter than his tongue, his agile arm beats down their fatal points, and twixt them rushes, underneath whose arm an envious thrust from Tybalt hit the life of stout Mercutio, and then Tybalt fled. By and by comes back to Romeo, who had but newly entertained revenge, and to it they go like lightning, for ere I could draw to part them was stout Tybalt slain. And as he fell did Romeo turn and fly. This is the truth, or let Benvolio die.
He is a kinsman to the Montague. Affection makes him false, he speaks not true. Some 20 of them fought in this black strife, and all those 20 could but kill one life. I beg for justice, which thou, prince, must give. Romeo slew Tybalt, Romeo must not live.
Romeo slew him. He slew Mercutio. Who now the price of his dear blood doth owe?
Not Romeo, prince. He was Mercutio's friend. His fault concludes what the law should end, the life of Tybalt.
And for that offense, immediately we do exile him hence. I have an interest in your hate's proceeding. My blood for your rude brawls doth lie a-bleeding, but I'll amerce you with so strong a fine that you shall all repent the loss of mine. I will be deaf to pleading and excuses. Nor tears, nor prayers shall purchase out abuses. Therefore use none. Let Romeo hence in haste, else when he's found, that hour is his last. Bear hence this body, and attend our will. Mercy but murders, pardoning those that kill.